Minister, my time is brief, so I'll go straight into it. I'm not convinced that this plan will deliver for renters. Rents are out of control, and many people end up paying more in rent than they would on a mortgage. This means, of course, they can't even save for a mortgage because they're paying such high rents, and that's a really cruel trap to be caught in. It's worth noting that recently a majority of Berliners voted to buy out corporate landlords. How often have we looked to Berlin as the best model of renting? Yet they're experiencing the negative impacts associated with large corporate landlords owning many thousands of units, and they want that to stop. They recognise that state intervention is a balancing mechanism and helps to correct market failure. Minister, for this plan to be truly radical, as it must be, there needs to be more state intervention and state action. And I don't just mean legislation. For example, Part 5, which is good and it's welcome, but it's not operational soon enough. 20% must apply now, or at least a very speedy transitional arrangement to get to 20% needs to be put in place. But when I speak of state intervention, I'm speaking about local authorities. I listen to John McGuinness and others who say local authorities must be a cornerstone of any plan for housing, and I fully agree. They have to be given the resources, the responsibility, and they have to be accountable for delivery. The refurbishment of homes is a prime example. Sometimes houses lie idle for months, even years, because there's no money to refurbish them, and the red tape at times is mind-boggling. You know, I know, the waiting lists for local authorities are a nightmare. I look at my own constituency. In Sligo it's 580, Leitrim 502, Roscommon 300 and Donegal 2,681, and that does not include those on HAP. And you and I know, Minister, that fewer and fewer landlords are taking HAP, and that's going to put greater pressure on the housing lists. We need to trust our councillors and our officials, and we have to resource them. It won't be perfect, but it needs to be done. A final point on rural housing. Many deputies have raised it. You and I know it's hugely important in maintaining sustainable communities and taking pressure off our cities. Yes, we're told time and time again, rural planning will be given, but many of us from rural constituencies see that being eroded year on year. Minister, I'm asking you, please be proactive on this issue, because the truth is, up to now, I don't see that. I don't see it in Sligo, and most especially, Minister, I do not see it in Leitrim. Thank you.